Hello friends, how you doing today? Welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you're going to have a great weekend. I'm starting a new project, and it's a journal that I'm working on or going to work on by request, and it's going to be an October day, December December daily, and it's going to be made out of this little golden book of Frosty Day. So I think this will be really cute as a gains a new life as a December daily. So let's just get started. I'm going to cut the cover apart, so if you don't want to watch that, pause or fast forward, but I'm just going to see if I can cut it with scissors. Sometimes, you can just cut it with scissors. Sometimes you have to use a little something else, but I'm not keeping the spine on this one because it just makes it easier. I've tried to keep the spine in the past, and it makes it harder to size the pages. It's much easier to get the right page size if you don't use the spine on the little golden books. I found out by experience. So yes, that is what I'm doing. There we go, just like that. The pages, all of the pages will go in the book, so they will not be going to waste. I always put all the pages, if I can, from the book in the book. So just as quick as that, we've got our covers, and we're going to go ahead and make a new spine. 2 inches is my favorite size lately, so that's what I'm sticking with as much as I can. So we'll see what we can get done. I would like to get the whole outside and inside done, but we'll see. 2 inches is about right there. Let me get my pencil and mark that, and then we'll cut that with my paper cutter right here and see where we are. Yeah, so we're going to do the front. We're going to do the spine, and then hopefully we'll do the inside covers too. I have some scrapbook paper picked out to cover the inside and make it nice and pretty. Let me put this in my chair here. So let's see the length we need. Let's see here. About like this. So I like to get it right even with my spine, not shorter, not longer, of course. So let's make some pencil marks here. You can use a pen, it doesn't matter. This is going to be covered up. This is some pretty thick cardboard, so I thought it would make a nice strong spine. Some cardboards this one's more like chipboard. Some of them are, thinner. So I do try to look at the thickness when I'm using cardboard and make one that's thick enough to make a nice sturdy spine. So I got what I do, and if you watch my channel for a while, I'm sure you've seen me do this before, but let me move this. I really don't need it right now. It's kind of getting in my way. I usually use that for gluing or protecting my surface here if I need to. So I'm just going to leave a little gap on either side of this new spine that we just cut. That's for when you bend, your cover. You need some room, just like any book has that little groove usually. Okay, so about right there, and I'm going to get my tape, my trusty masking tape here. And I just tape the spine on here, both sides, and this holds it on real nice. Then I don't have to use glue or Tyvek or anything. It's like all in one, inclusive glue and strong paper, using this duct tape. And I use this neutral one. I don't put it too far out, but I put far enough so that I have my strength of attachment there. So about right there would probably be good. Okay, so I got plenty of this nice sticky tape on my new spine and on the cover, so it's not going anywhere, if you know what I mean. That is not ever coming off. Okay, I think I'll go ahead and wrap it around Sometimes I wrap it around and sometimes I don't. But let me see if I can wrap it around. I can pull it out and see, because I don't want to cover up the A. So I want my tape to go about right there. So let's see if this is going to work out, or do I need to cut it off and just do a separate piece. So you have to be careful not pull on your spine right now, because you don't want to pull anything apart. So I just pull my tape. Sometimes it's easier to cut it too, so you're not having to worry about pulling on your spine here. So let's see. It is nice to be able to wrap it around, but let's see if it's going to cover up my A. Oh, I don't think it is. Okay. I want a Frosty Day. I guess it could just be Frosty Day, but I would like to keep a Frosty Day there. There we go. Perfect, right? Yep. All right. That is good. That is really good. Let me get it in the right spot. I don't want to cover up the A at all, so there we go. That is good. Okay, so I'm going to cut it a little bit above. Let's see. Let me make sure this is flat. I got a little wrinkle right here. There we go. Okay, and I'm going to cut it a little bit above my spine so I can wrap it around here. And then we'll do the back cover. This will all be covered up with fabric. Okay, so that's nice and attached. Now, so I'm making two December, one's December daily, and I don't know if the second one's a December daily or just a Christmas journal, but I'm making two of these Christmas journal type journals by request. This is for a person, just so y'all know who are requested these, which one is whose. This is for the person whose name starts with an N, as in needle or nice. So, and I'm going to start do the cover tomorrow for this second person that requested one. I have a perfect cover picked out for that one too, and that person hasn't seen the cover yet, but I think you'll really like it. And that person's name starts with a K, as in kind. So, yeah. Super fun. I love making these. So these are going to be fun. And so stay tuned for tomorrow for another journal cover. And these are going to be different sizes, different types of books, made out of different types of books for the covers. So, I'll see how I do as far as working on them at the same time, or I just want to go ahead and get the other one cover started so you can see that one. And then I'll be working on them as I decide how things are going, as far as, because they're different sizes, the pages will have to be cut different sizes. So I don't know if I can work on them at the same time for that reason. You know what I mean? I can, but it's just, might be easier just to work on one at a time and cut that size page and then work on the other one. So we'll see how it goes. They both have to be done and in the hands of their new owners by the end of November, so I'm going to make that happen, and it will happen because I'll be working on these every day if possible until they're done. So, all right, so we got a nice new spine on here as far as this base here. Okay, so you can see how it bends now. Isn't it cute? Yes, it's what is the copyright on this one? This is first edition, 2000, so it is vintage. I thought it was. I just wanted to make sure. Yep, so cute. And so, yeah, I thought this would be a little different, even though it's a snowman. It's not necessarily Frosty the Snowman, so I kind of thought this was cute as something a little different. And nothing's wrong with Frosty, but, I thought it would be fun to do something other than Frosty. So I picked out this fabric for the spine. The colors are perfect with Frosty here in the cover. Let me show you. See how his red is and his green here, and you've got green there. And so I looked at several reds and of different Christmas fabrics I have, and this one goes perfectly with his jacket. So we're going to tear a piece here. Let's see which way it tears. I think this way. Looks like the grain is going. I think I'm done with this for the moment until tomorrow when I start on the other journal, but I think I'm going to try to tear this way. And I haven't picked out a trim, but I know I have some pretty green trim that I can put on here if I want to. So I think I'm going to go ahead and tear. I'm going to tear this selvage edge off here first. Get it going. All right. It can be used on something. Oh, look at this. It says create it. Isn't that cool? I can use that on something. Yes, save that. And then I'll go ahead and take some strings off here. And let's see if this will fit all the way around real quick. It will fit all the way around. Okay. And so let's tear a piece as wide as we need it, or as wide as we think we need it. It can go as far back as I want. I'm not really concerned about covering any of this up, although I think it's very cute, so I won't, you know, go overboard, but I do. Oh, okay, we tore this way. So, and this is not necessarily up or down pattern, so that's nice. Okay, there's my A that I'm trying not to cover up. See, I don't know if I'll be able to put trim on here, but I might be able to, because I can put it on the edge of the fabric and maybe not go over the A still. So we'll see about a trim, like a rickrack or something. Okay, so right there is good. And now I need it to go over about right here is where the tape goes over to. So I'm going to put it over a little bit more, about 1/2 inch. Yeah, that should be good. Right there. So I'm going to tear right here. Yeah, I just picked this fabric up at Walmart yesterday because I've been looking at their Christmas fabrics, and you know, I've got a couple, and then I was like, well, do I want any more? Because I had more to choose from, and I just like this one for some reason. This one called my name, and I know what scrapbook papers I had, and I don't know if it's because of the scrapbook papers I have. I kind of like memorized the colors of the scrapbook paper I have, and then so I saw this and I was like, you know, I think I really should get that one. It might come in handy. And sure enough, it was the only one that I really liked with this book cover. So I was like, thank goodness I picked that up yesterday, because I don't know. I had another one, but it was plainer. It was pretty, but this is going to be so much prettier, you know what I mean? The other one would be okay, but this one's going to just be prettier. Now I'm saying it doesn't have an up and down, and I'm turning around. I think it goes this way though. Okay, let's get all the strings off of here, and then we'll start gluing this down using my Fabri-Tac here. I have had it upside down. Let me move my pencil holder closer so I can make sure I turn this upside down when I put it down, because it's just been so, I don't know, like real thick coming out. So like there's plenty in there, but it's so thick that it takes time to get to the, you know, there's about 2 inches in there, but it still takes time to get to the bottom. So I'm going to put it like this, where I wrap the small part around the bottom and the big part here around the top. So let's go ahead and put some glue on here. And wait, let me think for a second. I think I want to put the paper on the inside first. Hold on. Yeah, I want to put the fabric over the paper on the inside. So let's go ahead and put the paper inside. So here's my paper, which is the same green as the green in these leaves. It goes perfectly. Trust me, it will. Trust me. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this. And we'll get this glued down here. So it needs to go right up to the end of this cover here, and right to, it doesn't have to go right to the bend where the spine is, but just about, because, you know, I want good coverage, but the fabric will be covering this up a little bit there on the edge, so I'm not really worried about, you know, if I were off a little bit, but okay, so that's, I don't think, well, this might actually fit over, well, it has this little, we'll see if that fits over there. I have 2 pieces of this though, in case I need it, one for the front, one for the back. Okay, let me turn this over. It's a double-sided paper. It's really nice. This paper, I think I got this at Tuesday Morning before before they stopped selling scrapbook paper and before their prices went up. So I had this last year. I got this last year at Christmas time. I'm really missing. I mean, I have plenty of scrapbook paper, but I'm gonna, when I do start running out and using it up, I'm gonna really miss that Tuesday Morning scrapbook paper. And I mean, I haven't shopped at Hobby Lobby and Michael's that much, but I understand it's hard to get two-sided or double-sided scrapbook paper. So that's what people tell me. So I am really going to miss it. Okay, so that's going to go there. Let's go ahead and cut a piece for our other side and see, will this fit? Let me cut this. I guess I should cut that off, right? Let me see. Do I want to leave that? It's pretty cute. I could leave it, huh? You don't have to cut that off. Let me see what it looks like with this. I think I might leave it. What do you think? I don't know. Let me see if I need it. I think I actually might need it, but maybe I won't. Oh, I actually need to cut it off. Yeah, it's actually too wide, so I'd have to either cut off the green or cut off the red. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut off the red. Yeah, it's a little bit too wide here, so yeah, I'll just go ahead and cut this off. About right. Yeah, let me turn it over this way. Decisions. Yeah, I tried not to think about, try not to be a perfectionist in my own December daily, but on journals I make for other people, I kind of get that perfectionist thing going. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was like, because one of my stitches when I was binding in my December daily, my own, wasn't perfect. I was like, Sherry, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's yours. I'm like, you know what? It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just going to go with it. So that's what I did. Okay, so I'm cutting off this edge. Trying to make sure I don't cut off too much here. Okay. There we go. I do have another piece if I mess up, but I would rather not waste it. Of course, it wouldn't go to waste. I'd use it for tags and stuff. Okay, I think that is decent. Okay, now the length. Now this I want to be perfect, so let's get it right on the line here. Okay, about right there, I think. I would mark it, but it's like this color, I'm not going to really see a mark too well on this color. That's why I'm folding it, so I can see that better. I'm just going to see where the fold is now. Okay, right. It's like more of a bend than a fold. I need to make a sharper fold, so I see exactly where to cut. Right there. There we go. I got it. Okay. There we go. Now we can glue these down and use some fabric tack here on these two. Okay. And I think we might make it as far as getting this together with the fabric, the new inside cover paper. And, you know, I mean, this is perfectly clean. So you could, if you're making one, you could leave this if you really want to have this original here. It's just that this one, you know, this is kind of plain and colorless. You know what I mean? And I want this to be really pretty, and you know, you want your December or Christmas journal to be really pretty. So if it was a prettier one, I wouldn't cover it up. You know, like one of the older ones with the bright yellow in here, I wouldn't cover that up if it was nice and everything. And let me see if I have enough glue on there. Make sure I got enough on the edges, and I think that will be good. I think it's all over. Okay, now let's get this on here nice. All right, that looks wonderful. Isn't that pretty? Okay, let me get my little scraper. gonna be so pretty. I love it. I love this side too. This other side goes with fabric. So, gotta do what we gotta do. I'm putting it on here. Let's try it. I put the other one on the book, didn't I? But it doesn't matter. Either way, whatever works, right? This might be actually better. I mean, that one worked out, but if you want to make sure you don't put glue in the wrong spot as far as too far over on the book, things like that, then I try to do this and put it actually on the thing I'm gluing down instead of the thing I'm gluing on, so that I don't get glue in the wrong places. All right, now we just about got enough on there. Getting to the point where I gotta squeeze hard here on this glue. All right, I think I got it all over here. Just want to make sure I got enough on there and make sure I got enough on the edges. I always go around the edges one more time when I'm ready to put it down. Make sure there's enough on all the corners and edges. All right, I think we're very well glued there. Let's get it down on our edge, on our bottom, on our top. Okay, looking good, looking good. Okay, yep, see, I want it to look like it was always there. So on these books, I put it right to the edge. On other books, I leave a little edge because there's, something usually wrapped around, but on these books there's not, on the little golden books. All right, so let's get this down so we can have time to put our fabric down. You can see what it looks like, or what it's going to start to look like. Okay, so what did I say? Let's do this side first. Looks like the flowers are going in the right way, so let's go ahead and put some fabric tack down here. And I'm putting it on the spine so I don't get it in the wrong places. I went to get, see, this one's like, by the time I get done with this book right here, this is going to be even more, like maybe an inch down, or I don't know, we'll see. But I went to get a backup fabric tack yesterday, and they had one little one. I'm like, I don't hope they get some more. I have another Walmart by my work. That one, that's the one I went to yesterday. It's by my house. So I have another Walmart that's where I get it, by my work. So I do need to go by a Walmart tomorrow. So I'll probably try to go by that one. And while I'm there, check on their stock, see what they have in stock as far as their fabric, stock of fabric tack on the shelf, and see if I can get another one, because I just like to have a big one, but that was the only one they had, so I went and ahead and got the little one. This is, I think, the biggest one here. That's the one I like to use because it's the best deal as far as the price goes too. Get a little bit more for your money, I think. You know how you look at those little individual prices that they have at Walmart on the right hand side of the price tag. Yep. Okay, should have put my protector down there, but oh well. So I want to make sure which way I want this. I don't think it matters, but I just want to make sure. Yeah, it doesn't matter. They're like going, there's no direction there. Okay, so I'm putting this fabric right on the edge of that where I have the tape. See, I'm not going over my A. I have a little bit going over the bottom to wrap around. Smooth it out. Make sure it's straight. Yeah, it looks nice. It looks nice. Okay, now I'm going to get my little scraper. I like to push it down into the grooves at this point too. There's a groove over here, right there. And then check my edges. A little bit down here. And then we'll wrap it around. And that will be it for today. Okay, I needed quite a bit out here. I didn't go out onto the book. I just covered the tape, if you remember. When I just put it down, I just covered the tape with glue. So now I have to try to get out to the edge here of my fabric. So I'm going right down in that where I have the fabric, the edge there, and then out a little bit to get this glued down. String here. Then we get the string. I like the frayed edge, so I don't always put trim on. You know, if I like the frayed edge, and I'm really liking this frayed edge, it's so pretty. I'll have to see what, I always say that though, and I change my mind, I put, I put some trim on there. Okay, looking good, right? Okay, let's get this side done before our time runs out. Okay, now I can see where my edges are now. So I can go all the way out here and over and get this little piece down. And then put glue and put our top down. And we'll have it all down on the outside and the inside. Let me get this in the groove here. Okay, let's do this part. I can see right where my fabric is, so I just make a line down. And then go over from there. I'm going to go up because that up there is a little narrow. It's a little different position up there. So I'm going to start down here because it's over here a little bit. I don't want too much glue out there. And then we'll fill in where we need it. The main thing is to get the middle down first, and then you can pick up the edges and put glue down if you need to, which I usually do need to, because I don't want to just go all the way out to the edge sometimes and put too much glue down, and then you have glue showing, right? Especially the Fabri-Tac, it's kind of shiny. Art glitter glue, not so much if you use an art glitter glue, but Fabri-Tac is a little more shiny. Okay, I think I got enough there, and I got it in this groove. I probably got too much there. I think I might smooth it out a little bit. Actually, so it doesn't show through the fabric. And that way we'll have a little bit of overall coverage here, like all over, you know, instead of in spots. Okay, let's get this down. Let's get this down. Let's see, I got glue on my fingers. Hold on. Hold on. I need my fingers. I need my fingers to smooth things out. It's hard when you got glue on your fingers. Okay, now my fingers are wet. All right. All right, I think I'm ready. Oh gosh, okay, so. All right. I'm trying to get this even and trying to get this even and smooth. It looks beautiful. I love it. I'm gonna have to, I didn't cut this off, so I gotta cut this off real quick. Let me see here. I'm gonna cut it off even with the bottom. Make a little snip here. And I don't have my fabric scissors in here. That's not good. I might have to pause. Let me pause and go get my fabric scissors. I'll be right back. Okay, so my fabric scissors were in the other room. I was cutting fabric in the living room last night when I was watching TV. And so I came and got my fabric scissors, and I came and made a little bit of snip, and I said, well, let me see if it'll tear, because I really like the, you know, frayed edge better. And it did. I was able to tear it. So I just need a little bit more glue on here. And this will be, you know, done for the moment. Not that we're not going to tweak it, but let me put a little bit of glue under that piece, and then glue on top here, right up to where it's glued down. So then we'll put some glue over this fabric on the very edge there. So isn't this fun? Isn't this fun? I love doing this. So fun, and it's so pretty. Okay, I want to make sure that fabric there is glued down too. It seems to be popping up a little. I guess I didn't get enough glue on there, so I'm going to smear that out. There, that one's glued down, and now this one's going to be glued down. Okay. So I think it's really pretty. I like those colors together. I love those colors together. And like I said before, I'm not afraid of color. So don't be afraid of color, guys. Don't be afraid, because you can mix patterns. You really can. Just get your colors the same and there you go. I mean, isn't that pretty? So, yep, I think I'm going to need a trim here. And I can see right now because this is a little crooked too. But yeah, I'm going to put a trim here definitely. And probably something on the back. I think I have the perfect color rickrack, so probably rickrack. I'm probably going to cover this up here with a collage. There's a little something there. I might get my wet wipe and see if I can wipe that off. But I need to stop the video now or I'm going to get cut off. But isn't she pretty? Isn't she pretty? I love it. I love it. Really, I really do. I might put a little bit more glue right here. Get that down. The side's down good. So, yep. I'm going to tweak it a little bit and I'll be back with some more steps. But tomorrow, I plan to do the other journal cover. So at least I can have the cover on both journals done and then I can work on the pages. So thanks for watching today. I hope you enjoyed the start of this December daily and I'll see you next time. Have a great day and happy crafting.